Good afternoon. I'm gonna conduct my peer critiques today on Mr. Hoke and Mr. Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez, I'll start with. Funny story. I remember senior airman Ole as well. So it's a small world out there. We must have been there at the same time. Basically, I thought all around you did an excellent job with your story. You could tell that you were very excited about it, very enthusiastic. Your use of hand gestures was great. You used them to tell your story, pretty much through the whole story. Your posture was very good. You were, bladed toward the camera very well, and you stand up straight. I thought you did a great job there. You maintained great eye contact throughout the whole story. I really, honestly, couldn't find anything that I disliked about your speech. So I just great job. I thought it was excellent. Mr. Hoke, I thought was also excellent. You maintained great eye contact throughout the whole speech. Your speech was very clear, very intelligible. You had a really measured delivery, which I thought was gave a lot of seriousness to your story. But you were on the fine line in my book between great enthusiasm and seriousness. I just thought I thought you walked that line very well. You could tell that you were speaking to what you knew, and if I could make just one small suggestion, the only thing was that I thought when you used a hand gesture at one point to describe the guy with the bullet wound in the cheek, and then you started to use hand gestures to segue into the next part of your story. I thought you just could have maybe done a little bit more of that, but I mean, it was an excellent speech altogether, and I was very impressed. Critiquing myself is not very hard because I'm my biggest critic naturally. I thought that I went over the time constraints way too much. I just got off on a tangent, so to speak. But I thought in order to tell the story the way that it should be told, I had to bend the time a little bit. But that's something I'm definitely going to work on in the future because it's something that I would expect from someone else who's speaking. So I'm going to have to play by the rules myself. I thought the lighting in the background at second glance when I looked at my speech was a little could have used some work, and I've tried to improve that this time. But overall, I thought I did fairly well. But a little fine tuning here and there could help anyone. I see that I'm right at the time, so thank you, and until next time, I'll see y'all later.